Massachussetts's Alaska Class and believed that these ships would form part of the American battle fleet screen in times of war. Thus, the B-65s changed role and were now intended to counter the threat posed by the Alaska-class cruisers, which were again designed with pretty much the same cruiser-killing purposes in mind. Basically, the whole exercise on all sides was a rerun of the original battlecruiser development in the late 1900s, complete with shades of changing roles of British and German battlecruiser designs in the run-up to the First World War. These plans bore a striking resemblance to the Yamato class battleships, albeit at a marginally reduced size. Primary weapons were to be 9 12.2-inch 50 caliber guns in 3 triple turrets with a pair super firing at the front and a single turret at the rear, 2 quadruple torpedo tubes firing the excellent Type 93 long lance torpedo, and a secondary battery of 16 3.9-inch dual-purpose guns in dual mounts, 12 paired 25mm anti-aircraft guns, and 4 13.2mm machine guns. Armour would consist of a 7.5-inch belt sloped at 20 degrees and 4.9 inches of deck armour. Maximum speed is eventually settled at 34 knots. Up to this point, the design had actually been called the B-64. However, with the Alaska-class cruisers' capabilities known, it was upgraded to B-65, and in an attempt to counter the Alaska-class's own 12-inch guns, it was suggested that the triple turrets could be swapped for 3 twin 14-inch turrets, with armor protection to resist this kind of firepower. However, this would have increased the displacement of a so-called cruiser, really a battle cruiser, to almost 40,000 tons, and meant nothing came of this particular proposal. As war with the United States loomed in 1941, Japan found it had more pressing needs for aircraft carriers, auxiliary vessels, and such like. This need, plus a desire to complete the currently ongoing construction programs, delayed the initiation of the wave of construction that included the first B-65s. Following the Japanese Navy's defeat at the Battle of Midway in June 1942, this plan was significantly revised, and the follow-on plan that had the other 3 ships in it was postponed indefinitely. The revised plan still called for the construction of 2 ships to this design, which were given the hull numbers 795 and 796, and which were projected to come into service in 1945 and 1946 respectively. But as the war continued to progress, strategic requirements further delayed the plans for the 2 cruisers, and in the end, no contracts for their construction were ever placed.